Some local high schoolers got to try out jobs in the healthcare industry.
Our Sadie Jones has the story.
It's so fun.
High school senior Cora Edwards wants to be a trauma nurse.
Being able to help people, seeing someone in need like that really gives me an adrenaline rush, and I like it.
So she's back at Scrubs Camp for the third time.
I've really loved all the people that are my age and that are interested in some of the same things that I am, and also I'm really interested in getting them more hands-on experiences.
Scrubs Camp is a 3-day event by South Central Service Cooperative plus local institutions. The goal is to get the 63 high schoolers exploring.
We're not just teaching you to be hospital nurses.
Rachel Schickling is an assistant professor in the School of Nursing at MSU.
Healthcare has just expanded so much, especially in the United States. We have such a community health and public health focus.
That expansion, she says, makes it all the more important that young people are interested in healthcare.
The nursing shortage, even when I started my career, was short, but especially as we have an aging population, the need is even greater. And as healthcare systems start to expand, people are living longer.
A professor at MSU, Lynette Ingeswick, wants her students to do what they love. But that starts with trial and error.
Until you try it and try it more than once and really find like-minded friends and succeed together, that's the joy of life. It really is.
Sadie Jones, KUIC News Now.
The next 2 days, campers have a whole lot more to explore, like physical therapy and surgical tech.